Okay, so before we get into the review, because I know everyone and their mother is going to ask me, ForneverWorld, where do I watch the 1 hour special of Dragon Ball Super? Where can I experience the greatness of Goku versus Jiren? I got you covered, fam. Description below. Check it out. You get a 2-week free membership at Funimation now, and you can go and watch the 1 hour special episodes 109, 110. I got you covered right there, fam. Link in the description below. Go check it out on Funimation now. Subtitled, all of that good shit. You're good. You can go watch it right now. Link in the description. With that being said, let's jump into it. So, episode starts off, Goku versus Ribrianne. I don't like Ribrianne. I ain't gonna lie. Finding out her motives for wanting the Dragon Balls or the Super Dragon Balls, don't really care. I just don't. It's like, whatever. So, beginning of the episode, which that only took about, what? A good 7-8 minutes maybe, take the opening out and shit like that. So it wasn't that big of a deal, the Goku versus Ribrianne stuff. And then Jiren walks in and it's like, Ribrianne, we don't care about your super form. It's Jiren time. It's Goku versus Jiren. It's time to throw some hands. Now the big question, because a lot of people are going to ask this question, and I'm going to answer it right now. With all the hype, all the promo, all the trailers, because what it's been? When did the Universe Survival arc technically start? Where we saw that opening of Goku and Jiren throwing hands. It's been a long time, right? It's been months upon months of this thing being hyped up. And then on top of that, just recently, we have trailer, after preview, after teaser, after images, after YouTubers making discussions, theories, predictions. Was it worth it? Was it worth the hype? I'm going to tell you right now, no hype beast at all. It was. It was absolutely everything that we thought it would be, and then some. Art and animation on points. I mean, I believe there were certain sections that was done Sakuga style, which if you don't know or you're unfamiliar with Sakuga style, it's like one dude did it all for the animation to look really fluid, amazing, but then even the art. Because I'm kind of like, when it comes to art and animation, I will sometimes, depending on how bad it is, I will take really gorgeous art with subpar animation. But this episode provided both really gorgeous art and really fluid animation with Goku versus Jiren. Absolutely living up to the hype. So incoming Jiren. I will say one thing. When the fight started, I was kind of like, Goku, what are you doing right now? Because I always feel a certain way whenever Goku goes up against a credible foe. And this has been notorious in Dragon Ball Super. Z, he kind of did it once in a while, but for the most part, he would always be a little bit more strategic with it in a sense. Goku starting off in base form, like, okay, let me get a gauge of where this guy is at. I'm like, bro, just start off, like, at least with Super Saiyan. But he starts off the fight with base form, and he quickly realizes it ain't gonna happen, bro. This is Jiren. So I was a little bit like, So quickly, Goku goes into Super Saiyan, and I'm like, okay, that's good. Goku's quickly starting to realize you can't fuck around against Jiren. We got a big confirmation in this episode. Big confirmation. It's been hyped up for months now that there's a fighter in the Universe Survival arc in the Tournament of Power that is on par. He's immortal, on par with the strength of a God of Destruction. Been confirmed as Jiren. Do you understand the magnitude of what that means? Like, holy shit, you got the Universe 11 God ordering him, and you gotta think about it for a second. He's ordering him. If he wanted to, he could go probably take that clown out. Because, again, it's kind of a big statement, but as I said in a video yesterday, it's not that big of a statement as it sounds, simply because the gods of destruction are not all equal. Like, if you go to the manga version, you will see that Beerus, for example, is in the manga anyway. The anime and the manga are a bit different, but in the manga, Beerus is a lot stronger than most of the gods of destruction. So it could be that Jiren is on point with, one of the weaker gods of destruction, but nevertheless, he's on par with a god of destruction. Confirmed he is the mortal, which makes the stakes and the risk and the struggle that much more, because now we're understanding, oh shit, this guy is on par with people that we are having as goals. Goku's biggest goal in Dragon Ball Super has been, how can I take out Beerus? I need to get to that strength. I need to get to that point so I can take him out. Jiren's on that point, or at the very least somewhere close. I don't believe that Jiren is on Beerus' level, although there was something in this episode that might point in that direction, that Jiren is on Beerus' level, but that's neither here nor there. The actual struggle, let's start off with that, because that was a bit, or not start off, because we've already started off, but let's talk about that. Goku using the Spirit Bomb. I have a problem with this simply because, and I've said this in multiple occasions, I will say it one more time, I feel as though, if I'm not mistaken, the Spirit Bomb is only supposed to be used against people that are evil, and it will only hurt people that are evil or bad heart or whatever. Jiren is a part of the Pride Troopers. The Pride Troopers are seemingly some very good people, and they're trying to do justice or whatever the case may be. Jiren shouldn't be affected by the Spirit Bomb, so that could be a reason why it didn't work. But then why would Goku make such a rookie mistake in using the Spirit Bomb against somebody that he knows is kind of righteous and doesn't really have a bad heart? So that was something where I don't know if Toei just forgot about the rules of the Spirit Bomb. I don't know if I'm misremembering about the Spirit Bomb. I believe it's the case that it shouldn't hurt somebody that is not a bad person, but nevertheless, it was used. And Goku just went all the way in. Now, they stretched that out a bit, and it was good in a way. It wasn't too overstaying its welcome in the sense of Goku struggling, pushing the Spirit Bomb towards Jiren. But, I mean, it showcased that the level Goku was, at the very least, when he entered the Tournament of Power, was nowhere near Jiren. Jiren, hands down, this proved that Jiren, at the start of this tournament and up until this episode, is leaps and bounds above Goku. Goku is just nowhere near that because Goku was going Kaioken times 20, and they pulled a little Frieza saga moment in a way where they said that, why doesn't he just go Kaioken times 20? He is Kaioken times 20, and that's how powerful Jiren is. I remember they said the same thing why Goku wasn't using the Kaioken against Frieza and Namek, and Goku was, so they're pulling inspiration from different moments. I also felt when Goku got blasted away and everybody thought he was dead, it was similar to, I believe, the fight against Omega Shenron, where Goku was like seemingly dead, and then he pops out of the ground and the rocks start shaking. So they were pulling inspiration from different parts of Dragon Ball history and whatnot. I would definitely say it was inspired by certain moments, and the beam struggle is showcased. Jiren is just on a whole other level. Period. Which is great. Which is absolutely great. I feel as though one of the key things, and I've said this again multiple times, but I'll say it here. One of the key elements that has made me enjoy a lot of aspects about Dragon Ball Super is, while Goku is definitely the hero at the end of the day, a lot of the times he got to take his bumps and bruises. You got to take them. He got to get his ass whipped once in a while. You know what I'm saying? You start off with Battle of Gods. Beerus handed him his ass at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? And this is another case of, even though Goku is the hero, even though Goku is seemingly the strongest and the representative of justice and peace, so to speak, he can't do it. Him against Jiren in this episode showcased that, nah. Now let's talk about the new transformation, which is one hell of a name, but essentially, I think it was such an amazing callback to something that's been foreshadowed since, I want to say, the Resurrection F arc was when this was first introduced as an element and as some sort of goal as well for people to reach. And that's the ability to be able to move without thinking in a fight. And I remember correctly that we said Beerus hadn't even mastered that yet. So if Beerus hadn't mastered that yet, then it was definitely a problem. Goku gets to a point where that transformation is seemingly something along the lines of that, where it's a mastered thing. He can move without thinking and be able to move strategically. Now I'm kind of curious, can Jiren do that already? Is Jiren capable of that? Because in the fight, Goku was throwing hands, but it wasn't like Jiren was getting immediately pounded out. So it's kind of making me wonder, has Jiren already gotten to that point, or is he close to that point? Is he where Beerus is at, where he hasn't mastered it, but he knows how to do it once in a while? So that was kind of interesting. The transformation, absolutely epic. The art in the transformation, probably the best looking transformation in all of Dragon Ball, period. Like, just because of the art, and I'm talking about art specifically. I'm not talking about the way it looks, the actual design. I'm talking about the actual transformation, the art, the painting, all of that good shit. It looked phenomenal, and it's crazy because essentially black-haired Goku, but with this aura and the eye color and shit like that. It looked insane. It was gorgeous. They really made sure to put everything they had so that this lived up to the expectations that the fans set forth, and that they set forth for that matter, of this is going to be sick. Now, because a lot of people are going to say, okay, so this is from the Spirit Bomb. It seems as though, based on what we said, which, getting down to the nitty gritty of it, that it wasn't necessarily the Spirit Bomb, him absorbing the energy, but more so it triggered him being able to do this. So it's kind of like a question mark at this point of unconfirmed data of how Goku got this new transformation, because it's not necessarily the Spirit Bomb that gave it to him, it's more so it triggered something within him to be able to do it. Now, it could be that the energy within it was from a lot of different strong people, maybe because Jiren touched it. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it's something within that energy that kind of triggered Goku to be able to reach this form, and it got to make you question. So at this particular point, with that transformation, could Goku have defeated Beerus if he had enough time to do it? Because you can see that there was like a time limit. Goku's body couldn't really sustain that form for much longer, so we got the outcome. I think if Goku could have stayed in that form a lot longer, which again is even a callback to Battle of Gods, where Goku couldn't really stay in the God form for that long, he probably could have taken out Jiren, but we got a winner. We got a winner from round 1, I'm going to say, because I don't think it's over. Round 1 of Goku versus Jiren. Jiren did it. Jiren absolutely was the undisputed winner of it, in a way, because at the end of the day, Jiren didn't pass out, and Jiren flicked him away. It's fucking insane. I can't believe it. It's like, that's great. That's great for Dragon Ball to showcase that Goku can't always come out on top. It's not always going to be Son Goku. It was absolutely insane the way they did that, and this episode was absolutely amazing. Like, flat out, 10 out of 10, creme de la creme. This episode lived up to the hype and expectations that everybody had for it. Let's talk about the ending. Let's quickly talk about Frieza there with the maniacal look. And I'm like, wait a minute. There's 2 possibilities there, because he looks maniacal. He says, I haven't forgot about Namek, right? And you would immediately think, oh, he's about to kill Goku. I'm leaning towards he's going to heal him. When Goku healed Frieza on Namek, that's what I'm leaning towards, what Frieza's going to do, and it's going to shock us all. But that was just a great cliffhanger for an amazing 1-hour special. Dragon Ball Super 1-hour special, again, lived up to the expectations and then some. It's crazy that Goku reached this plateau and still he couldn't come out on top. I'm curious what you guys think about this, though. How did you feel about Goku versus Jiren? Did it live up to the expectations? What did you think about the new transformation, which I couldn't pronounce to save my life right now, but essentially we know what it is. He can move without thinking. He can block attacks without thinking, which is something that's been foreshadowed for many years now while watching Dragon Ball Super. So it's great that that's a callback to something that's kind of already been set up in the story, but it also seems as though Goku's not going to be able to achieve this power immediately. It seems as though this is something Goku's going to have to work towards to eventually accomplish again, which would mean that even if he surpassed Beerus at that point, it doesn't mean he'll be able to do it again. So, going to be interesting. And your overall thoughts, your enjoyment, your excitement. Do you think we're going to get a round 2 of Goku versus Jiren? I think we have to. I think it's only right that we get a round 2 of this. And do you think that Goku would have taken Jiren had he not ran out of time and his body exhausted itself? Your overall thoughts. But that's all I have for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Goku versus Jiren, absolutely insane. Have an awesome one.